famous songwriter who was actually born in Mart, who was raised here and who retired here and passed away here. And that's Cindy Walker. And there's a mural downtown, and we're going to go see that. And we're going to go by her house and into the cemetery on this trip. Mexia, Texas. M-E-X-I-E is how it's spelled, so don't ask me how they got that name Mexia from that, but it's one of those odd Texas names that no one can pronounce unless you're from Texas. All right, here we are, Cindy Walker mural here in Mexia, Texas, right here downtown. Groesbeck is the county seat of this county, limestone. So we're downtown here, and some historic buildings will also get in the video. From here, we'll go to Cindy Walker's home, where she lived for many years, and the house is in ruins as far as what I've read, so we'll find out as they're trying to preserve it now, raising money and whatever, making it historical home to be preserved. Cindy Walker, great songwriter. She got to start with Bing Crosby, actually. Bob Wills recorded many of her songs, Jim Reeves, Ricky Nelson, and many others, including Elvis Presley recorded. Her most famous song is You Don't Know Me. It was in the movie Clam Bake when Elvis sang it. So we're going to be checking Cindy Walker out a little closer here, and get back home, I'll read more about her bio and let you have more information or share more information with you. We're here in front of Cindy Walker's house. You can see how bad the condition of this house is. The porch is falling in, caving in. The roof and all that is bad. Sure, the other side's probably even worse than the front, but they are working to raise money to fix this house, to preserve it, make a historical place out of it, which there really is necessary to be done. Cindy Walker, great songwriter. This is where she ended up at, Mexia, Texas. I'm going to get back on the road here and head to the cemetery next. Okay, we're going to head into the cemetery here in a minute where Cindy Walker's buried. I'll let this car come out since it looks a little narrow. This is Mexia City Cemetery, and we'll get the GPS here in a minute, as there's so many thousand people buried here. And we're going into kind of a mixed old and newer part, and some really big monuments here. Cindy's got a guitar on hers, as I've seen pictures of it. And there's a historical marker over there for some famous soldier, probably. So here we are, resting place of Cindy Walker, famous songwriter. You Don't Know Me is her top song. It's my resting place, the guitar, unique type headstone, and we'll say a prayer before we leave here. Just that she have peace, everlasting peace. See a little bit more of Mexia. We're going to get some lunch here in a little bit, explore a little bit more. Thanks everyone for watching. Pretty neat. Pretty granite. Good drawing. Songwriter Cindy Walker was born near Mart in Central Texas on July 20th, 1917. She wrote many popular songs that have been covered and recorded by countless artists. Bob Wills recorded over 50 of her songs, including Bubbles in My Beer, which she wrote after Tommy Duncan, singer of the Texas Boys, shared the song idea with her. Jim Reeves and Slim Whitman recorded many of her songs also. And she also wrote one song, a standard that has been covered by countless artists, including Ray Charles, Eddie Arnold, Willie Nelson, Rick Nelson, Mickey Gilley, and a long list of others, including Elvis Presley. The song is You Don't Know Me. It was in the movie Clambake, starring Elvis, in 1967, which co-starred Shelley Fabares and Bill Bixby. More on Cindy. Her maternal grandfather wrote hymns, and her mother played piano. She began writing songs when she was very young and on a business trip. Her father was a cotton broker and went to Los Angeles with her parents. They drove by the Bing Crosby Enterprises building, and she persuaded her father to stop and let her go sing a song for Bing. Her parents thought she was nuts for having such a wild idea, but she went in and met and talked to Bing's brother Larry. Cindy's mother went in to play piano, and Cindy sang the song Lone Star Trail, and Bing's brother liked it. Bing was also looking for a Western song to record at the time, and he ended up recording that song and became a top 10 hit. Cindy ended up spending 13 years in Hollywood as a songwriter, dancer, and performer, and there's still lots of footage that still exists of her. Eddie Arnold had the idea for the song You Don't Know Me, and he wanted her to write it. It's the story of a guy too shy to show his feelings toward the one he's in love with. But she took the idea, didn't see much in it, but gave it time. In a few weeks it came out. And she wrote all but the last verse or ending, and that also took a while. And she gave Eddie half the song for giving her the title or idea, which she always did. And she didn't actually write with anyone. She moved to Mexia, Texas, and bought a house in the 1950s and remained there to daily write songs in her home. She had her own little writing room upstairs, and from there she wrote and recorded songs to send to others. Her song was popular for many also, as Bob Wills and Ernest Tubb came to visit, and Willie Nelson's bus has been parked there also at other times. Cindy Walker had around 500 songs recorded by others. In 1970, she became a member of the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, and in September 1997, she was inducted in the Country Music Hall of Fame, wearing a dress that she had promised her mother that she would wear if she was ever there for the ceremony. Cindy continued to write daily until she passed in Mexia on March 23, 2006 at the age of 88. Willie Nelson just released an album of Cindy Walker songs prior to her death, and Willie played You Don't Know Me on the David Letterman show. Cindy Walker is buried in Mexia City Cemetery with a beautiful, unique granite marker with a guitar on it. Her home is being preserved now and restored, as it was in ruins for many years. There's the Cindy Walker Foundation that has been established to raise money to fund this, with other plans in the works.